Good morning, and look, the girls got treats from leftover salad. Look, treats, yummy. Parsley, lettuce, cucumber peels. Naughty Nana Janet hasn't laid an egg in over a week. Where are your eggs? Two eggs. Apparently Tuesdays are their day off. And look, somebody left on a jet plane. Well, there goes that joke. Ooh, just pooping. Hey, Mose. Mosey. Moses. Where's Mushki? Mushy? Alright, let's go make some coffee. Coffee? Mushy? Oh, Moses is spying on a squirrel. Good boy, Moses. Come on. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Oh, there you are, Mush. Mommy didn't even see you. Oh, and the cat's stalking us. Looks like Daddy forgot his sandwiches and Mommy made them last night. Alright. Let's share some cheese with the doggies. Mose, want you like a piece? So I have a croissant from our local French bakery, cut in half, and I put some manchego on it. I'm gonna melt it and have it with my coffee. Chester, don't make me have to put your collar back on, honey. Okay. Off to eat yummy breakfast. It's ooey and gooey. Now, if it was my husband, he'd put butter on it, but there's already creaminess in the cheese. Why would I need butter? So I didn't do that. Keep myself honest, I'm writing it down immediately. Look, I had 4 mini Mr. Good bars and 1 mini almond Hershey last night. I'm keeping it real. If I can document it, hopefully it will keep me on the right path. So, there you go. Enjoy my hot coffee and breakfast. I drank my coffee so quickly this morning. It's empty, but there's still steam rising off the cup. You see that? It's really because it's cold in here. I left my office window open. Oh, sorry, a piece of my food in there. So I have this mess to contend with, and I am planning on taking care of that right now, this morning. And I have to run out to get my contact lens fitting follow-up. Waste of my time. Can you tell I'm irritated by that? It's the time, it's the idea, it's the money. It's just, to me, a waste of my time, a waste of their time. It's like busy work, you know? Well, my opinion of it. So I have to do that, and then while I'm out, I have to go run by the bank, which is just a couple of blocks away from my where my appointment is. If I have time, I should check my calendar. I think I have a 1 o'clock meeting. If I have time after my optometrist and the bank, I might pop over to the Dollar Tree at Tri-City Plaza, which is a much bigger store than the one near us in Ellington, or in Ellington. I'd like to pick up a couple more of those collapsible in-dresser drawer organizers. I bought 1 pack. They come with 2. And I have Mushka's clothes in there. She needs more. I think I need 3 more 2-packs. And then I could use them also in my drawers. And I find that it's kind of nice to have everything together. They would definitely fit like bras and underwear. Although, maybe not my bras. At least definitely underwear and socks. and makes them stand up, you know, upright nicely instead of piled one on top of the other. So, excuse me, I think I might have just burped. Coffee was delicious. The cheesy croissant was hit the right spot. I think I might have a juice later on today. I feel like my body's telling me I need some vitamins, and I'm not taking any multivitamin. I probably should. I have some, but I just haven't. And, oh, speaking of something, well, no, not speaking of something, but, Julie, if you're watching the video, I thought of you when I pulled this out the other day. I keep meaning to ask you if you have one of these. It's an, I-step looper, which is fabulous because it makes the, you know, the eye loops in one easy pass, and it doesn't have to be just for, I should just do a review on this tool specifically because I've been making jewelry for, I can't even remember how long, since probably I was a teenager. It's a long time now. As a matter of fact, my mother is always mentioning to me that she could use a new set, so I think maybe to surprise her, before they go to Florida, I'll make her like a set out of some beachy colors like blues and greens. I don't think she has a combination of blues and greens together, so maybe that's what I'll do when I show this particular tool. And I am a staunch believer in having the right tool for the right job because it just makes life much easier. You know, you can't, what's the expression, can't churn butter with a toothpick. You know, you really do need the right tool, and especially if you're doing a lot of looping, this is definitely the easiest and quickest way. It not only makes a loop, it also cuts the end for you. But it doesn't have to be that way. There's a couple of different ways to use this. So I'll have to remember to do that when I get my jewelry supplies out. Who knows? Maybe if I have time after work today. I kind of have a plan in the back of my mind, but sometimes it doesn't really happen because I have to give priority to work first, then my household, because although I do work from home, and I could do certain things like I can throw a load of laundry in, you know, swap things out to the dryer, check in on the chickens, start dinner. Those are fine, you know, those are momentary things. Excuse me, but it's not like I could take a block of a couple of hours and do something around the house. So I try to kind of coordinate. Work takes precedence, then the household, you know, family, household. And then if I have free time, that's kind of when I play. And I haven't played on Ustream in a long time. I will include a link to my Ustream channel because I'm thinking what I just need to do is schedule, you know, an hour and a half block and just announce it in one of my videos so people can stop by and visit. I have a bunch of cards I need to make, so I do have a lot of things to do. As a matter of fact, I think what I'm going to need to do is create a to-do list today because that will help me focus. I know what deliverables I have to complete for work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of these note cards and just do a to-do list for today. Whatever doesn't get finished today, we'll just roll on over to tomorrow. So I'll do that now. And then maybe I'll go and prep the sausage and peppers because I'm making them in the oven today on low, like low and slow. I was going to put them in the crock pot, but it just doesn't get that kind of caramelization and depth of flavor that I like. So I'll show you how I do that as well, since I'm going to do it throughout the day. Plus, by the time Polly gets home, the house should smell quite yummy with, I don't know, I find it very inviting when I smell food in a house. Granted, probably not like fried fish or burnt anything, because burnt anything is just yucky. So, I'm going to light a few candles because it's getting cooler and there's just something very warming about having a candle lit. And I have a hazelnut coffee one, which I think I might see if I can find somewhere safe to put it in my office where it won't get knocked over by a cat. And then I'm going to get going on my to-do list and blow my nose because I got the sniffles. I think it's just allergies or, I don't know, open window. Let's see. Alright, stop rambling and go get it done. Ew, dead flies in the optometrist office. You see them? Strange things you notice. That poster on the back of the glass door, it's crooked. There's less space on the left than there is on the right. Human eye is incredible. You can tell the difference of a millimeter if you pay attention. Is it weird that I notice I like the doctor's desk organizer? Look at my cutie patootie mushki. She came with me today. So I got 2 more, so funny, 2 more right eyes to try, contacts, because they're just still a little too blurry. So I'm going to try 1 each day for the next couple of days to see which one works best. I have to go to the bank and then back home to work. Check on, oh, I did grab an egg. I don't like leaving eggs in the coop because of the ghost chicken pecking thing. So there were 2 this morning and 1 more before I left. Mushy, you look very cute. Hi, Mush. Hi. Hi. So I have the heat turned on for her because it's 61 outside, but she gets cold, so. Alright, off to the bank. It's a couple blocks away. And then maybe Dollar Tree. It's 12:15. So we'll see. I probably have time to stop there. So let's go. Right, Mushy? Let's go. You look like a statue. Donut notes. I kind of want to try these markers. They're permanent until they're removed with cooking oil. It's kind of funky. Lots of mustache accessories. I like this little notepad. I don't think it'll fit into my A5 though. I think I'm gonna get this one. These are $2 each, but I don't need any. Oh, cute books. Graph Post-its. That would be cool. No black Post-its. Self-adhesive laminate paper from duct tape. Bacon. Hello Kitty. Camo. Gotta love it when there's a house in front of you on the road. It's kind of funny, but it makes it look like the van that's carrying school children is following a building. Could it be the school? This is where my brain goes. Oh, it's sheds. not a house, it's sheds. Old buildings. I bet you they're going to Potter Farm. So I have leftovers for lunch. There was a piece of chicken left and some mashed potatoes from last night's dinner. And I was going to stop at Dollar Tree, but there was not a single parking space. So I went to Staples instead, which was on the other side of the plaza, and picked up a few things which I will show in the haul. I'll give you a sneaky peek. And some sale items and some funky things, and one of the items was supposed to be one price but turned out to be different price, so that's why I have 3 different receipts. But that's okay, they did take care of it. So I'm gonna have my lunch, drink the rest of that liter of seltzer, answer some emails, and then do the Staples haul. It's really quick. I realize this is gonna come across as completely random, but I floss after every meal I eat. It's kind of a weird thing I got into the habit of doing. And I always use these little flossers. And these particular ones are from AIM. A-I-M. And I get a pack of these. Let's see, how many are there? 60 count pack. So this lasts me, you know, less than a month because I use multiples a day. And I like having them because, one, they're very easy rather than using just dental floss. These are not cheap. It's definitely more expensive because there's more product. It's the plastic, not the floss. So if you're watching your pennies or your expenses, I pick these up at Dollar Tree. So I have a pack in each of the bathrooms. I actually have one in my office. There's one in my car. I don't know if it's probably mild anal retentiveness, but I just thought I would share with you since I just flossed my teeth because I had protein. I particularly, I guess it's enjoy. I use floss whenever I consume animal proteins because many of you probably already know this, so I'm just kind of stating the obvious, but they don't exactly break down the same way, and you don't want to leave them in between your teeth. You want to make sure you get them out because they rot. It's so disgusting. So sorry. Here I was about, trying to give a helpful hint, and it got all gross. So anyway, the AIM Cool Floss waxed nylon thread plastic tools are $1 at Dollar Tree. So I usually make sure that I actually ran out of one package upstairs in the upstairs bathroom. So the next time I go to Dollar Tree, I will add that to my list. I also need to pick up an ace bandage for Polly and check for those drawer organizers, dresser drawer organizers. So yeah, we'll see. It'll be on my list. I don't think I'm going to make it there today, but there you go. AIM Cool Floss. So I started the sausage and peppers, and you see there's 3 spicy Italian sausages. I'm searing them on the outside, then I'm going to add a little of the chicken stock to cook them, and now I'll pull them out and slice them, then add the peppers and onions. You could absolutely add water at this point, but I think that adding flavor is key, and that stock I made yesterday was flavorful with garlic and parsley, celery, and onions. So I'm just gonna lid them and check when I'm done cutting the peppers and onions, and then I have the oven preheating. Be ready in 3 minutes. Hopefully I'll have everything tied together and we'll pop them in the oven. The sausages have been cooking for about 5 minutes covered, and the liquid is almost entirely gone. That's how I know we're ready to pull them out. I'm going to put them in a paper plate, and then I'm going to saute the peppers and onion and the onions underneath. See, it's getting caramelized. I'm going to sweat out the onions and peppers just a little bit because the rest of the way they're going to cook in the oven. And I did not cook completely the sausages because I'm going to cut them up and put them back in with the peppers and onions. So I'm going to go check on to see what tomato products I have in a can, or if I want to use fresh tomatoes. And then I'll add everything together and pop a lid and put it in the oven and let the rest let the oven do the rest of the work for me. I am going to taste, add salt and pepper. I have a couple of crushed garlic cloves in there, and they will disintegrate through the cooking process, so I'm not worried about chopping them. I just smash them with my knife on the cutting board. So I think I'm going to grab a little bit of thyme and parsley for the sausage and peppers, and a bay leaf. Put the bay leaves in the pantry. Quick tip, pull out all the ribs that you can, not because they're spicy or anything, but they don't add any flavor and they can get bitter if you cooked over a long time, so I just pull them all out. That's going to the chickens. Or Moses. So I have my herbs, and I think because they're so sparse, I'm just going to pull them off the stems and then just chop the parsley and add that with salt and pepper, and then I'm going to cut up the cut up the sausage and add them back in the pan so they can go in the oven. As you see, they're starting to get softer and change color. So here I have parsley, thyme, the house mix, which is cracked black pepper, salt, and garlic powder, and 1 bay leaf. That's all going in here. And I think I'm just going to use 1 can of diced tomatoes with the juice, and then I'm gonna let this go just a few more minutes while I cut up the sausage, and then add the tomatoes and pop everything in the oven. I feel like I need to provide a disclaimer, and I probably should have done this earlier, but this is my version of sausage and peppers. Traditional sausage and peppers doesn't have tomatoes in it. I like the addition. Plus it'll cook down nicely. And I'm not adding any heat because these are hot sausages. Adding all the juices back. And I'm just going to mix this. Works awkwardly with my left hand, but we'll do it. And then pop a lid on it and put it in the oven. And at 300, so I think I'm going to turn this up to 350, and I will check it in half an hour and see what it's looking like, and I'll show you. So I've taken them the sausage and peppers out of the oven. It has a little more liquid than I would like, so I'm just going to let it cook on the stovetop for a few minutes. Hopefully that will get thicker, and we'll be ready to eat with some crusty French bread. Check it out. It's done, and I decided with the extra liquid, which I took out with a ladle, I just made Israeli couscous to put on the bottom. All done. So there's, sorry about that. There's a couple of spoonfuls of Israeli couscous on the bottom, and the sausage and peppers on top, and a sprinkling of pecorino romano, just for some added textural difference. That's it. Hubby's got his in the living room, and I'm going to go enjoy mine, so I'm going to call it a night. Whoa, excuse me. No, it's not too spicy, because it's spicy sausage instead of mild or sweet versus sweet. Italian spicy sausage instead of sweet. So that's it for today. It's a little long one. Actually, please let me know. Do you prefer shorter vlogs or kind of overall of what occurs during the course of a day? Excuse me. So I'm going to take some pictures, pop them on Facebook and Instagram. If you don't already follow me there, there'll be links in the description below. As always, don't forget to thumbs up. It's free for you and it helps me out. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.